5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Let's go.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll take this up near the 35. Bridgewater now on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
And that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Darkwa. And he is knocked down from the side. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run again now with Darkwa. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. They'll try to run for it with Howard. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good but doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On the run, Darkwa. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Here's Darkwa. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. As they get it up past the 30. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Cook. Running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, Cook, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. A minute 59 to go in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. They run it again with Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. First down, Bridgewater. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Akeem Hicks in there to sack him for a loss of 6. A second down throw for Bridgewater. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. This kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. A first update now from Cincinnati. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Check. Patriot!
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On second down, here's Trubisky, letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Anunwa, the intended target. Third down here.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Again, it's Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. With 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A give. This is Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding him to no gain.
Here's Bridgewater. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They run the counter with Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the back goes into motion. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock the defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
Bridgewater now. Being chased out left and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Leonard Floyd in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Here's Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll set up the screen to Howard. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On second down, Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. They find some open field here. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. And the Rams have scored to move in front. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 29. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Rolling to his right. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick, and it's third down. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 39. And he's into the clear. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That's fielded in the end zone. A beautiful fake. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Letting one go deep for a noon one. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Forced out to his left. Letting one go deep for a noon walk. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Now let's go. Green. Leopard.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Watch it now. Here we go.
They run the counter now on first down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Trubisky. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. That's complete to Meredith. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Bridgewater here to throw. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A very solid gain of 27.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down, Bridgewater. Going deep for Diggs. A swing pass caught. The young connection hook up there. Bridgewater to Diggs. 48 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. To throw, Bridgewater. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. That's how you, Charles. You play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. The Dolphins continuing to add on. They are really rolling. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They give to Burton, the fullback. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.